Hello boyos, Rich Boy J here back with another video, and today we're going to discuss my biggest disappointment with the UCS Venator. I want to state right off the bat that the UCS Venator is a very good looking set and a day one purchase for me. There's one fundamental design aesthetic choice, however, that I feel holds the set back from being near perfect, and that is the fact that they decided to base the ship on the version we see in the Clone Wars as opposed to the live action version. I alluded to this in my original Venator video, but after assessing the data with my team of lawyers, I have uncovered a list of grievances which I would like to enumerate right now. Now, if your reaction to this video is, wait, there's a difference between the Clone Wars and live action versions of the Venator, then I'd like to say congratulations to you. You actually have a life. As for everyone else, I got some bad news for you, Chief. Number one, the bridges. The bridges on the Venator are red as opposed to the gray ones we see in Revenge of the Sith. This has apparently a lore explanation. It signifies that the particular Venator belongs to a Jedi or something. I don't know. This might be a personal preference, but I definitely do prefer the aesthetic of the Venator with gray bridges. Number two, the logos. The open circle fleet logos on the Clone Wars version are pushed way back like a bad edge up. Placement of them on the film version just looks a lot better in my opinion. Number three, the recessed hull areas. You could probably chalk the previous 2 points up to personal preference, but I feel these next few points have a little bit more objective merit as being design choices that don't look good. The Clone Wars Venator has a lot more of these recessed hull areas than the film version. On a Lego set, this just looks messy to me. I feel like the film version would have looked a lot cleaner in these areas and a lot more visually pleasing. Number four, that one section on the back. I brought this point up in my original Venator video, but the section that is behind the bridge towers looks very under detailed. In the Clone Wars, the model they used actually matches up with this pretty well, but I can't help but feel like we would have gotten some actual detail and greebling here if this Venator was based on the film version. This big, smoothed, curved area just sticks out like a sore thumb on the back of an otherwise very nicely detailed model. Number five, the stripe. Now this is by far the aspect of the Clone Wars Venator that I dislike the most. The Venator in Revenge of the Sith has this nice, sleek, straight stripe going down the center of the hull, and then the Clone Wars version is jagged for some reason. I am not a fan of this design choice whatsoever. The film version just looks so nice and clean, whereas the Clone Wars version looks like it literally could have been a rendering error, and honestly, just kind of ugly. Now, despite these quote-unquote issues, I will still happily buy this set, but I do think this is symptomatic of a bigger issue with LEGO and the lengths that they're taking to placate Clone Wars fans. LEGO has a bit of an identity crisis when it comes to the extent that they want to embrace the Clone Wars and its art style, which is how we've ended up with this modern live-action animated hybrid clone design that is so controversial to some people. I am of the opinion that at this point, everything that LEGO makes should have the live-action styling. Firstly, this would keep designs consistent. Secondly, live action will always be the most significant Star Wars medium. Third, LEGO pretty much already does this with all the human characters. I mean, we can thank the maker that the Obi-Wan minifigure no longer looks like this. It's time for LEGO to fully embrace the live action styling on everything. Fourth, the live action styling just looks better anyways. I honestly can't think of a single thing that is translated from live action to Clone Wars where the Clone Wars version looks any better. And by the overwhelming consensus of the community that the 2013 to 2014 realistic clone design was peak, I feel that I'm not alone in this opinion. But that's gonna finish things up, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'd love to know your opinion. I did a poll on my last live stream about which of these designs we thought were preferable, and to my surprise, the live action one actually won. Which does give me hope that we are not in Clone Wars purgatory and that we can still appreciate these live action designs. But I want to push that question over to you guys in the comments. Are you completely happy that this Venator is based on the Clone Wars version, or do you too prefer if it was based on its live action counterpart? If you like what I do, go ahead and support the video by hitting the like button, support the channel by smashing that subscribe button, and I'll be back again very soon.